Hello, everyone. I'm so glad to be here, as always. Welcome to day 13 of 21. Clearly not a super organized day because I did not get to get a chance to pre-announce today's live, and I didn't get a chance to invite anybody. So if you're joining me because you've seen a notification on LinkedIn or you see me in your feed, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad to have you with me. If this is your first time experiencing one of my lives, I'm on a 21-day quest to go live 21 days in a row. And so far, so good. I've had some hiccups along the way with LinkedIn running me out of invites and with Restream not showing me comments. But I've learned some lessons, and I have the chat open on my iPad just in case Restream doesn't show me anything in the chat. And I've got all of you. So I'm so glad to be here with you. If you don't know me, I'm Lauren Lefkowitz. I'm an executive leadership coach. I work with people to escape the trap of being fine, break the work, sleep, repeat cycle. And sometimes that means working with people to change jobs. Sometimes that means working with people or teams to just make the workplace better. I was talking to somebody today about their goals, and we talked about looking for a new job, but we also talked about making things better where she is, because it's not just about get me out of here. It's about creating good days. It's about creating a workplace, a work environment where we all get to experience good things and walk away at the end of each day, at the end of each week, knowing that good things have happened and feeling it, and not just saying like, oh, great, I made good things happen for everybody else, but I'm exhausted. I am done. So if you're here and in the chat, let me know, say hello. And I love to have a conversation. That's my preference. I can certainly talk at you all day, but that's never my goal. I would love to hear from you. And if you're joining me, tell me what a good day looks like for you. A good day could be that you've accomplished something. It could be that you've been in conversations with people all day. It could be that you've had no conversations with anybody all day, right? We all have our preferences for how much interaction we have with each other. A good day could be a weekend right now, right? Like my days aren't good at work, and so my weekends are good. And if that's the case, well, gosh, we need to work on that, because I want you to be having good days. And so when I think about a good day, and I didn't have a topic for today. I had a blank spot. I've got a topic for tomorrow, but I had a blank spot for today because I didn't know what I was going to talk about. And today struck me in particular because I had the kind of day I imagined having as an entrepreneur. And not every day is like this. So if you're looking to be an entrepreneur, know that there's so much work that went into today being an awesome day. Today was so awesome that I haven't had a chance to respond to any of my emails because I've been like too wrapped up in awesome. Hey, Stephen, thanks so much for joining. So glad to have you here. And so I've been wrapped up in awesome all day. And so I haven't had time to do anything but like go to the next awesome thing. And so here's what my day looked like. I woke up this morning. I walked the dog and I fed the dog. Those are puppy. Lefkowitz is the priority in this family. She gets everything first. She gets in the elevator first. She gets out of the elevator first. She leads the way outside. She leads the way inside. She's a very respectful dog. She will step aside for other people. She doesn't pull on the leash, but she's, it's her morning. And so we got puppy taken care of. I came in, I had breakfast. I caught up on a little bit of television. And yes, Stephen, you had an awesome day too. Tell me what happened in the comments. I want to hear about it. So then I started my day with a couple of networking calls. One that was somebody I've known for a while, but didn't connect to formally until today. Another who I keep showing up in networking rooms with and podcast rooms. And so great to meet her and spend time with her. And then I had a sort of impromptu one with somebody that I met on a live through the comments. And we had a little bit of DM back and forth afterwards. And just really had a nice opportunity to find out how amazing she is. Like phenomenal, brilliant, way over my head tech woman who is going to be running the world one day. So if you're looking for a tech person who is like understands things that I don't understand, that are about the interconnectedness of all things, of the internet, of the layers of technology, reach out to me. I'll introduce you. But this, I'm going to be talking about this person more once I have permission. Just a phenomenal person. And then I went to a lunchtime meditation that included sound bowls, which I'd never experienced before. And it was over Zoom. And I was sort of like, maybe I'll, listen to it in the background if I can't get into it. And I got so into it. And meditation is not always easy to get into and not always easy for me to get into. But this like left me buzzing, which was really cool. And then I had calls with 2 potential clients, touched base with my own business coach, had another networking call that may be an amazing business opportunity. And now I've got a little break in between things. And then I'm going to be going to laughter yoga, which is like my favorite. So I don't know if you've ever been to laughter yoga. I recently became a certified laughter yoga leader myself, which is like a tongue twister to say. I have to say it kind of slowly, laughter yoga leader. So going to laughter yoga on Zoom is just like such a great relief. It's so awesome. And I owe my introduction to laughter yoga to Pete Can, who is active here on Facebook, LinkedIn. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook too. I'm streaming to Facebook too. But he's active on LinkedIn and he is a laughter yoga leader. Hey, Jen, thanks so much for joining. So Pete Can introduced me to laughter yoga by having me on his live show, laughing with him, which was like a delight. And then I found some laughter yoga here in the US. Pete is over in England. And loved my teacher, who also happened to be certified to certify people. And so I've completed that certification and I'm going to laughter yoga tonight. And this was a great day. And I'm not telling you that this was a great day because I want you to feel jealous. That's not what I want at all. I'm telling you it was a great day because if you had talked to me 3 years ago today, gosh, middle of April. So we've just finished performance reviews. We've just finished raises. I'm probably interim managing another department. We're getting ready for our biggest conference, which I've taken on too many responsibilities for. I'm likely working like from the second I get out of bed until, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night because there's so much to do. And actually, one of those years I was managing the marketing department while we were getting ready for our conference. And so I was working pretty much 7 days a week at that point. And if you had asked me how I was or how my day was then, I would have used the word fine. I would have told you it was fine. Fine, busy, I'm exhausted. I can't get anything done. I can't keep up with anything. And I was working legitimately 80 to 100 hour weeks, often 7 days a week, often without a vacation, or if I had a vacation, taking my laptop with me and making it really a working in a different location vacation. And that was the old Lauren. And that's where most of my clients start out, is in this place where it's like, I couldn't see that there was anything else. My clients can't see that there's anything else. But what I realized when I started to shift my life was that there was something else. There was more. There was better for me. I didn't know what it was. And that's where so many people are right now, is that you're living in this life that's fine. You have this tiny little inkling that like an awesome day is like, awesome days are few and far between. Awesome days are lucky. Awesome days are for other people, maybe. You make other people's days awesome. So you're running around taking care of everybody else and making sure that you're the buffer between the manager and the employee, that you are the problem solver, you're the mediator. And so at the end of the day, everybody goes home saying, oh, Joey fixed everything for me. If you don't know me, Joey is my example employee, because I have never met anybody named Joey. I know some Joes and some Josephs, but I don't know any Joeys. And so that's been my go-to name for my example employee. So if you're Joey and you're making everybody else happy, and people go home and they have dinner with their families and they say, how was your day? Oh, it was good. You know, we had this problem, but Joey fixed it. Joey took care of it. Joey helped me out. And then Joey goes home and Joey's freaking exhausted. So Joey can't imagine what better could be, but also imagines there has to be something. There's got to be something better than this. And that's why I'm here. That's why I do what I do. I am here to hold your good days for you. I am here to hold the days where your day ends and you're like, that was awesome. I got to meet with the people I wanted to meet with. I got to not meet with people I didn't want to meet with. I got to do this kind of work. I don't have to do this kind of work anymore. And then my day ended and I got to hang out with friends or go to a yoga class or go for a run or choose to watch TV instead of collapsing on the couch and TV being the only thing I could tolerate. And that's what I want for you. That's what I live for. Hey, Dale, thanks so much for joining. I live for my clients' results. That is like what I was placed on this earth for. I live for the 6 months later check-in after we're done working together and hearing things are still going well. I love the 2 months in when somebody's had an awesome day and they text me and they tell me they spoke up in a meeting that they've never spoken up in before. And because we've worked together, they were brave enough to speak up in the meeting and everybody listened. Or somebody said, who's going to speak about this in the board meeting? And they raised their hand and they'd never been brave enough to raise their hand before. Or they got an interview for a position. I have a former client who texted me today. That was another amazing thing that happened today. A former client texted me, told me that they had gotten an interview for something internal that they weren't expecting. And now there's an opportunity to stay with a company they've liked for a long time, but also have some progression. And that's what I'm here for. I am here to believe in you, with you, until you can start believing in yourself. And all you need to get started is a tiny bit of belief that it can be so, that it can be different, that you can have more fun, more joy, more balance, more whatever you want, more career satisfaction in your life than you have now. One tiny speck of belief that you don't have to stay where you are just because that's where you've been. We have this mentality as human beings. They say like you've dug your own grave, you've made your bed, now lie in it. You can't have your cake and eat it too, which I still don't quite understand. I think that's some sort of reference to Marie Antoinette, but that you can't have it all. Everything can't be amazing. And we hit the middle of our careers. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The middle of our careers is not 30. It's not 40. It's like somewhere between 10 years of experience and until you retire. That's your career. That's your middle of your career. And we get into this pattern where we know what we're supposed to do. Oh, I became a teacher. I have tenure. This is my career track. I'll get my X% raise based on what the union negotiates every X number of years. And this is what I've chosen. It's too late for me to do something else. Oh, I'm an engineer. What I really want to do is sales, but I can't do it because I've already been an engineer for 22 years. And, nobody's going to take an engineer into sales. Secret, they will. They love in sales. There's nothing better than getting somebody into sales who's excited about sales and willing to learn about sales, who has a trade expertise or a subject matter expertise. But you have to know how to talk about yourself. You have to figure out that that's what you want to do. And so I'm going to keep it a little bit short tonight and just be here to tell you that I believe in you. I firmly, strongly believe in you. I think you can do amazing things. I think that you can make you important. You can make your future a priority. You can make who you want to be and how you want to be when you grow up, whenever you do grow up, you can make that the priority. And you don't have to alienate people to do that. In fact, you're probably going to be better for yourself, for your family, for your friends, if you can give yourself the grace to say, this isn't the life I ultimately want. I want to build something different, and then get the help to do it. And that's what I'm here for. So I'm going to leave you tonight telling you, I think you're amazing. I believe in you. Play the end of this video over and over until you believe it. And if you have that tiny little inkling, that tiny little voice in your head that says, hey, I think this can be different, send me a DM. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. A call with me is not a scary thing. You get to tell me what's going on. You get to tell me what you're looking for. And that could be what you don't want anymore. It could be what you do want for your future. It could be like, I don't know, this isn't working, and we can sort through it. I'll tell you how I work. I'll also tell you if I don't think you should work with me, because I don't work with everybody. And it's not because I'm like an exclusive snob, but some people don't need coaching. They just need a resume writer. Some people aren't coachable, and I'll tell them that. Sometimes there's too much going on. Sometimes there's a crisis situation and coaching isn't great for you in that moment. Sometimes there's a therapy situation and I'm not a therapist, and so I will refer to a therapist. Sometimes somebody will tell me all the things they have going on and will say, you know what, let's start in 2 months. Let's start in 3 months. I'm as honest as they come. And all I want for you is better. So if you have this phone call with me and we do determine that it's a good idea for you to be coached and you like me and my style and the way that I coach, then we'll talk about what it actually looks like to work together and what my program looks like and how it would work between the two of us. And then you get to decide. There's no, let me get you into a car today. Let me check with my manager in the back and see if I can get you a deal. This is a very strong program. It's a program that is built and designed around you individually. And it starts with me believing in you. And it starts with you believing a tiny little bit that you can believe in you also. Have an amazing night. Thank you so much for stopping by my unscheduled 13th day. And I'll see you tomorrow when I'll have a special guest with me. Have a great night, everyone.